Hey guys, I am doing a part 2 of my favorite Netflix shows, and we got into it a little bit in the previous video, but let's get into the rest now. So I would have to say number 1 would be XO Kitty. Now a lot of you would be like, what the heck is that about? Because it doesn't exactly give it away in the name. But XO Kitty is a spin-off from, I think it's To All the Boys I've Loved Before. And it's basically about the sister, the little sister, where she goes to KISS, which is the Korean Independent School of Seoul, I think. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. But I think that's the name. And it's like she goes there to see her boyfriend, and there's complications with the dorms, and she's trying to understand her sexuality. Like, is she heterosexual? Is she homosexual? Is she bisexual? Like, what is she? She's discovering all of that. So it's a very interesting show. It's a very, very dramatic show. I mean, I'm one for drama, but it's dramatic. I think it's more dramatic in the sense that it's teenagers. You're teenagers. But then again, we were all teenagers once, and we understand that when you're a teenager, it feels like if things go wrong at school, like your life is gonna fall apart. It feels like that. Even though, like, realistically, we all know, no, it's not. But you feel like that in the moment, like, oh my word, if this doesn't work, my whole life is gonna change. Like, no, it's not. It's just high school. Once you're done with high school, no one cares about high school. No one even asks you about high school. Only thing they'll ask you is, what was your matric results? That's all they care about. They don't give a crap about your high school. They don't care if you were the head girl, head boy. They don't care if you were deputies. They don't care if you were prefects. They don't give a shit about nothing. They just want to know if you passed, and if you passed well. That's all they care about. So we really worried for nothing. And speaking about worrying, the next one is The Blacklist. And I say speaking about worrying because that show made me stress so much. Oh my gosh, the way the cases came through. I mean, I like a good crime show, but damn, the way it made me stress, and all the loopholes and the plot twists and it is insane. It keeps you on your toes. You're always wondering, is he really a father? Who is her father? It's nuts. It's like, does she find out about her husband? When she finds out, it's like, what does she do then? Do they stay married? Do they get divorced? What does she do? It's nuts. But I don't like, spoiler alert, fast forward a couple minutes if you don't want to know what happens to her. I don't like that she dies. It just doesn't make sense to me. I knew that it's centered around Reddington, but I just don't like, why did she have to go, is my question. Why? Maybe it was a scheduling issue. Maybe she wanted to be in other films or series or something, but it just pissed me off. It seriously pissed me off. Speaking about getting pissed off, Doom at Your Service is my next one. Now, I got so pissed off watching this series, honestly. But the reason I got pissed off is because the characters are like a enemies to lovers type of trope. And it's frustrating because he wants nothing to do with her. Very clear. He wants nothing to do with her. He's just there because she could possibly bring doom to the world, and he is doom. So he just wants her to fulfill his job. That's it. And she wants nothing to do with him. She doesn't want to be with him. But she's linked to him because of her wish. and they want nothing to do with each other, but they are stuck with each other, and it continues and continues and continues and continues. And I'm saying continues so many times because it's hour-long episodes. It continues until eventually they're like, oh, I actually love you, and I actually love you, and like, I bet we all saw this coming. But why did it have to take so many episodes though? Why? Next one is Young Sheldon. I love Young Sheldon. It makes me laugh every time. His confidence and just his complete lack of awareness of social cues and sarcasm, it's too funny. Like, people would be like, oh, I did not know that, and he would go, oh, okay. Like, just assume that you're being normal, that you're not being sarcastic. It's so funny. But then how Missy really is like Penny. She really gives off Penny's vibes. And fun fact, I did not know that vibes is shorter for vibrations. No clue. No damn clue. I recently finished watching Riverdale, and I only realized that vibes is short for vibrations. I'm probably very late to this thing. Like, people probably Googled what it meant already. But I didn't know. I was like, it should have been obvious. It should have been obvious to me. I should have known this by now, by the things that I know. I did not know it, so I know that now. Next one is One Day at a Time. I think it was also recorded in the 2000s, because apparently it's also a spin-off. I did not know it's a spin-off, but I love the whole family dynamic, and it's very relatable because I grew up with a single mother. So watching a single mother and her 2 kids, and then the grandmother, it's nice to have the grandmother there, because I only grew up with my grandparents, with my one grandfather, till I was about 11 when he passed away. So it's nice to see a grandparent figure like that. But I mean, I do have a grandparent figure in my life. I'm just saying that having them in the home is nice to watch. It's nice to imagine, if I say it like that. And they do have a lot of talks about LGBTQ plus, and they're very honest conversations about race and culture, and it's very good. It's very educational. It's very good. I would recommend it. The next one is The Ranch. Gotta love it. Got to love it. I absolutely love The Ranch. Just another heads up, they swear a lot in this show. So if you're not one for swearing, don't watch it. But same for Yellowstone. In part 1, they swear a lot. So maybe it's just the cowboy thing, I don't know. But they swear a lot. And I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but I know there's some people that might have a problem with that. They don't really like it that much. So just a heads up, yeah. There's a lot of swearing in there. So if you're not one for swearing, you won't want to watch these ones. But yeah. Let's see. Next one. Outer Banks. Oh my gosh. I can't wait for the next and final season, because I want to see how they're going to get back at that bastard for what he did to JJ. Honestly. Because I feel like JJ and Key were just starting their relationship. Just freaking starting it. And then, boom. I won't say what the boom was. But if you know, you know. It just completely ruined everything. So I'm really eager to see what the heck they're gonna do in the next season, because I would lose it too. So let's see what they're gonna do. Next one is Seinfeld. Now, a lot of people I know don't like Seinfeld, and I can understand that. It's the same as Friends. It's an old sitcom. Not a lot of people might find it funny. Not a lot of people might enjoy it that much, but I freaking love it. I laugh my butt off. I'm now realizing that I didn't add 2.5 Men to this list, but that's because it's not on Netflix. But it's also like 2.5 Men, and I just love it. I absolutely love it. The jokes, the family vibes, just the progression of it. I just absolutely love it. And I used to watch 2.5 Men a lot growing up, so I'm probably just gonna watch that now after I make these videos. But yeah. Next one is The Good Place. Now, I am a philosophy student, so believe me, I was excited when I found out that Chidi Anagonye is a philosophy professor. I was so excited because he talks about Immanuel Kant, and he talks about Blaise Pascal, and he talks about all the other, like Socrates and Plato and all that. Like, he talks about it, and they go into detail about it, and it's so much fun. They even do the trolley problem, which is one of the nuts things in philosophy. Like the trolley problem, it's one of the biggest ethical dilemmas in my opinion. Like, it's almost impossible because it's nuts. And for those who don't know, a trolley problem is choosing between either 2 or 3 or 4, it depends, but choosing between 2 options to morally decide which one is the better option, morally, ethically, philosophically, which one is the better option to choose. Would you save one person and sacrifice 10 people, or would you save the 10 people to sacrifice the one? Then it becomes more complicated. Like, what if the one person is a family member and the 10 people are strangers? Or what if the 10 people are family members and the one person's a stranger? Like, could you justify killing the person, or could you justify killing the 10 people, and what? So it's very complicated, and it's very stressful. And that's why I understand why Chidi stresses so much when he talks about philosophy, because it's stressful if you have to think about things like that. But yeah, that's why I enjoy it so much. But the last one is the one I've recently been watching, and I still need to get back to it. Oh my gosh, I need to still get back to it. Is Prison Break. Now, a lot of people have watched this already because it came out in like 2005. But I watched it a little bit when I was smaller, but I didn't really take it in because I was too small at the time. I mean, I was born in 2002. So obviously 2005, I didn't know what the frick was going on, but I recognized the guy when I was watching the show from the beginning. So I don't know when this video is going to come out, but I'll probably be at season 4 by the time this comes out, because season 3 is just taking forever. And it's one of the short seasons. It doesn't have 22 episodes, but I just don't like the storyline in season 3. I don't like the storyline. So yeah, but that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye guys.